Right, well let's go then, shall we? This is a new look. This might well be in the Mountain Pass region, because I don't recognize it. This isn't even zone of contamination, as best I can tell. Misery. I was wondering what the icon would be. So, Pilgrim, la la la, nice fox traveling around. Voyager, okay, bird of prey, yeah. Stalker, oh god, it's wolves. Interloper's just dead. And Misery's not just dead, but frozen to death. Cold and lonely and not getting many photos of Spider-Man. No active feats allowed, works for me. Never used them to begin with. Don't know if the loot is preset, but the spawn is in Misery mode. Alright, let's play as Male Shepherd and Misery 01. We're not going for any particular run here, I just want to feel out Misery mode, see what it's made of. Grind my teeth against it. Remember, this is my day off. I could stop right now if I wanted to. But I don't. Oh god, I don't have my console commands either. Oh, I don't have any of the quality of life stuff going. How about that? Where is this? We're in Pleasant Valley next to a burned out house. Okay. It's very cold. It's the middle of the day. I have nothing, obviously. Isn't this where we spawned before? I think I kind of know where I am. You sound like an addict. I think you're projecting. We're more naked than usual. Is that true? No. No, I think that's what you start off with normal. Although maybe the loot is set, because a t-shirt to spawn you in isn't exactly brilliantly warm. Pleasant Valley is not the best place to spawn. Not the worst, though. Right, could really do with some cattails, but that's all we see. I'll take a stone as well, if you don't mind. Yeah, Stick North is back. Although now I can't remember which way north is in Pleasant Valley. I think it's off. It's turned around in Pleasant Valley a bit. So, there's a wee farmy housey bit. We'll go and raid it, and then we're going to make our way over to... well, we'll go to the barn, then the farmhouse. Although if I wanted to get to the farmhouse faster... Might be better to just go for the farmhouse. It's a better place. Yeah, farmhouse. At barn, sometimes you're not even warm in there. It's pretty cold on the inside, but there's a vehicle you can climb into, and then you get into the vehicle and rest up and warm up. But I figure I'll just take the farmhouse. No Dougal mod, that's the real misery. Alright, we see the silo of the farmhouse, and indeed the farmhouse right over there. I'll be very interested if the loot has changed to become much worse. Maybe my dream of finding a box of matches and only having 3 matches in it will finally come true. Are there wolves over there? That's a gaggle of 4 wolves already. There's another thing, maybe the way the wolves act is different. Let's test that. Maybe all the wolves are poison wolves. I'm goading them purposefully here. Why did that one get scared of me? I'm not even wearing a bear coat. The odds of you scaring them when they are... when you're not even wearing any wolf or bear clothes is pretty low. That makes 2 of them that just wimped away. Bizarre. Alright, farmhouse is pretty nice. There's a lot of good things to be had in Pleasant Valley, and we will do our utmost to take them. Hopefully I'm warm inside here. If not, I need to make a beeline for the clothes cupboards. Oh, we are. It's +1 in here. Baltic. No, balmy. The opposite of Baltic. So we'll do our usual. Raid around here, grab what we can. Hey, potable water from the toilet! Haha! Should have been speaking to them and giving them ideas for misery mode. Clearly they're out of them. Give me the curtains. I want to be able to make some improvised wraps if I don't find anything good in here. At a glance, it looks pretty low on materials. Where are the matches? Where's the wood that's normally here? At least we got the cooking pot. That's good. Gooding pot. Maybe difficulty-wise, it's just interloper until you start bringing up the afflictions, but... Oh. Yeah, those luxury mode. It's already easier than ultraloper. Flour could actually be useful for making bannocks. I forget, do bannocks need anything special? You need cooking level 2, that's a bit naff. But getting myself some porridge down the line makes it pretty much worthwhile already to have that. So yeah, I will keep hold of that. What about the oil? I don't think I'll keep the oil. Not currently. Book for burning. Books give extra ignition chance when you use them as your initial fire starter. Don't have any tinder, I might be tempted to make some. But steady now, Andarius, I don't want this spoilt for me. It's not often that you get the joy of a new experience with a game that you already know, especially a game that I know as well as I do. Ah, hey Baron. Oh man! The Canadian arrives and we find the Canadian t-shirt. Well, just a shirt, not a t-shirt. And now we've blocked any frostbite risk for our head by getting that crappy cap. How goes the misery? It's not very miserable so far. Take that scrap metal, just in case. I think you're supposed to start with an affliction. Nope, no afflictions here. It does say that you get the afflictions over time. We shall see just how over time they are. Spawning in the afternoon, though, is very gentle. I expected, you know, nighttime blizzard spawn. I am very noticeably not finding any matches, though. And as I say and say often, it's of vital importance that you get matches early on in an interloper run. Can warm up here just by getting into a bed for an hour, but I want to make good use of the initial daylight that we have. So we secured water and a little bit of food and a cooking pot. It's all pretty good so far. But nothing to smash off on my top left lists of really good things to get. No enablers yet. Not even a sewing kit, which would be very handy. But there's still places to check in this very loaded farmhouse. Question is where we go from here. I think the answer is going to be Coastal Highway. However, I need a source of light in order to get through Cinder Hills, which I don't have right now. I need a torch. I can pull torches from fires, though. Haha, we don't have the quality of misery mod. Where are the goods at? Finding nothing is good, though. Make me work for it, game. This does feel more lacking in loot than regular interloper. But we haven't checked the real good haul, which is the basement yet. I should rebrand the mod. Not sure so many people will be interested in it if it's not called quality of life. Okay, I can barely see right now, even though it's light out there. I mentioned a Hitler downfall video where Hitler is defending some of the design decisions in The Long Dark, and somebody asked me for the link to it, and I couldn't find it. So either it doesn't use some good tagging, or it's been deleted, or I just fabricated the entire video in my head. All equally likely. Oh my, I expected there'd be matches down here. There are not matches down here. That's fun and funny. No matches, no light. No light, no good. This is really hard to see. I'm actually going to increase the brightness of my monitor yet further, just in the hopes that I can see something. I'm also going to close a white window that I have that was a bit distracting. Alright, there we go. I can see slightly better. There's food in this drawer. Mein Führer, the DLC that was meant to be done this year, it's delayed again! I don't know the lines, so I can't yell out Hitler's lines, but man, that's such a great exploitable downfall thing. So many downfall parodies out there. What's your favourite, chat? I'm sure you have one. How about Hitler finding out that Pokemon aren't real? Meanwhile, all the Germans in chat feel a little bit awkward.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Whetstone is actually useless, so I'm going to leave it behind. It's only useful to me once I forge something, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. No matches, though, is pretty cool. If that's an intentional change, then I am impressed. I didn't think they'd have the balls to just remove my beloved matches. Although it's also possible I just got an unlucky spawn. Second pair of socks. It's also possible that they're kind of around here and I've not seen them yet. Oh, wow. Mittens. That's really handy. Now we have no risk of frostbite. So fuse. I don't know what fuse. Often down here I've noticed the matches, but I'm not noticing them now. Ooh, could get a little spicy. If there's no matches to be had, that means I can't make my way through Cinder Hills. That's a bad sign. That could mean that well, it probably does mean that there's a blizzard outside right now. Not what I'm in the mood for. Rums. Now that's miserable. Okay, well, blizzard or no blizzard, I need to get out there. I need to explore more and gain power. So we are going to take a 1 hour nap to warm up, and then I'm going to run out to the barn out there and loot the barn. The barn might have matches. Matches are integral to the run. I'm just in another once-over, because yeah, I can't actually ever think of having been here and not finding matches. But it's good, though. No matches isn't me going, oh god, no matches. It's, ooh, no matches. Ooh-ho. Hon, hon, hon. Garçon. Alright, 1 hour nap. I thought there was a guaranteed can opener in the house. Yeah, I think in general there's more stuff in the kitchen. There's always firewood next to that stove, and the firewood wasn't there. Which is cool. Yeah, in this corner right here, I've always found firewood, and now I have not. Also no thread and needle. Yeah, tough. Tough start. Oh ho ho! I missed you, but I don't think I have any use for salt. Yeah, not really. Helps making a broth, which can make a stew, but eh. Oh, right. Why did I think I had oats? I don't have oats. Maybe I will take the salt.
This could be really useful.
I don't remember Shepard ever having that line either. Right, let's brave the blizzard. Maybe you got a hidden affliction that somebody had already scavenged the area. Oh, wouldn't that be terrible? Right, let's go, go, go. I know, it looks horrible and it sounds even worse. But if we just follow the power poles down here, we will pass by a big old shed. Bloody hell, that's cold. Oh, it's only just started, Dennis. There we go, get us in there. Oof. Feel that through the monitor. I'm glad I got here without getting completely cold out there, because I'm still losing body temperature. Alright. Seeing a whole lot of nothing. But do not despair, because where there is nothing, we can make something. Observe. Up here. Crouch underneath the beams. Do not destroy this plank. else you won't be able to get up here. And you just shimmy your way across the top here. Which reminds me of building the garage with Dad way back in the day. Of course, I didn't really help out with the building. I was but a wee boy. It was fun scurrying around the top back then. Shepherd can't climb ladders, but Shepherd can mosey their way up and find...
I can always use more food.
Bag of crisps! And... nothing. Okay. Pretty terrible. I don't think crisps will even make up for the energy that we expended coming over here. In regular Interloper, there's a small chance of finding rabbity goods here. Rabbit hat or gloves or something. But we did not. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. What do we do from here? Do we dare brave the blizzard? Or do we curl up? It's a difficult choice. It's a long way to go through the blizzard. But I'm going to go through the blizzard.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
So, on the one side, this is horrible. I'm very cold, I'm going to get wet and all sorts of nasty things going this way. On the other hand, I think it's good for me just to get the distance going and check out more places. Should be...
Never felt so cold in my life.
Should be good for where I'm heading to. But I'm going to have to eat quite a bit of hypothermic risk along the way. Would a run with 0 matches be survivable? Yes. Would it be hard? Extra yes. Right. So it's a bit of a long trek, but I want to get over to the Pleasant Valley community area. There's some good houses to check, there's a shop. And just generally, I want to get my travelling done whilst it's still today. If I wait until the night, then I'm going to be travelling either through the night or in the morning. It'll be cold anyway. Let's just get the travelling done now, and hopefully we'll be there when it's still light enough to see. If not, I'll be tired enough to sleep through the night, and I already picked up some lovely toilet water to drink to sustain myself. On top of that, blizzard means no wolves. Timber wolves can spawn in blizzards, but regular wolves do not. Also, it's faster to walk on the road than snow, slightly. Okay, that is pretty damn cold. Let's get moving, Shepherd. Yeah, if you find a mag lens, then your run has become trivial. If you find a fire striker, well, that's like getting 50 matches, minus condition damage. Alright. I'm probably wasting my time going into these cars, but cars can spawn matches in the glove box. Shepherd's getting hungry, but hunger is not much of our concern. I'm not going to be feeding my pet shepherd. Is this wind sound new? No. But there have been bugs before where the wind sound of blizzards bug out, so hopefully those have been fixed in the update. I know, Hinterland fixing bugs. What a world. You might notice my condition in the bottom left is gradually dropping. When that drops to 0, I die, but if it drops to 10% or below, somewhat worse than death, you stagger around a lot. You have very little control over how you move, and that's quite horrible. Come on, Shep. Leg it. Yeah, I think this is Baron's commute to work. I'm quite fortunate that the wind is blowing behind me, though. Very unusual for the blizzard to be on my side. Normally the blizzard takes any opportunity to screw me over. Oh man, I can't check my weight or the current temperature. Damn the lack of the quality of life mod. Alright, we're getting there. Should be a car passing on our left. I've taken shelter in this truck during an aurora before. Still getting brutalized, still going to check. Matches are so vital that I'm willing to take these probably less than 1% chance shots at them. Take enough 1% shots, something will go through. Perfect game to watch while under a heat dome. Well, Balaton is absolutely a heat dome right now. But playing this whilst having the fan blowing on me is making me feel quite a bit chillier. I like it. Alright, road signs. Road signs are a sign of civilization, just like squalor. This blizzard does look different from normal though, doesn't it? I'm checking out the shop first. I hope it's warm in the shop. I also hope my clothes aren't soaked through. Is it warm in the shop? It is not warm in the shop. Whoa. Right, in that case, very quickly look for things. Potato. How about some money? Why is it so cold? It's cold because I'm not getting the warmth bonus of my clothes anymore because they are soaked through, so very, very quickly grab anything of value, actually anything at all, and then get out of here. Hope that the community center is warmer. Even if it's not, we can jump into a bed to warm up. Come on, it's costing me. Wow, there's just a fat lot of nothing, isn't there? This is cool, really cool. This is what I was wanting. Okay. That was weird. The game just hung there for a moment. Loads of potatoes. Where were these on the Michelin star run? Alright, there we go. Now I need to warm up. I can't keep taking this damage. Even though there are other things to look at and loot around here, I'm more interested in stopping taking all this condition damage. So let's jump in here and hope that it's warm. It is not warm, so we're going to warm up by jumping into here. There we go. It's a slight bit of warmth, but we need more. I need warmth some way, somehow. I'll take the toilet water. Poor shepherd is in dire need of a drink. There you go. Glad I made it here when it's still light. I'm getting cold again. Come on, I need clothes or something. Clothes, a fire, anything to stay warm. If I found a thread and needle, I could at least make something to warm up with. I could sew myself an improvised bit of headgear for some temperature. As it stands, there's a lot of nothing here. Wow. I didn't think they'd have the balls to make misery this miserable. And they did, and I'm happy. Very happy. You can't abort sleeping, that is correct. It's alright though, I will be warm in bed, and it will dry out my clothes. Ooh, calories. Calories are nice. Can't believe I lost hypothermic risk being in here. But I'm about to build it up again. The desperate search for matches continues, and continues to give me nothing.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah, it's getting real dark, and I'm finding a whole load of no supplies here. I'm just gonna have to sleep through the night. I have food, well, I have calories, kind of. But yeah, nothing to start fire with. Exciting.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Matches? The council has dismissed these claims. Stick. With the power of ignition in our galaxy. I think we would have heard of this already, Shepard. What's with these tall tales? Gonna fumble around in the dark, although I will keep a mental note that I have not thoroughly searched this due to lack of time and light. Of course, my mental notes are never that good. When do you consider you've mastered a game? Like no-hit naked Dark Souls? I don't think I have the ego to claim mastery over games like that. Well, maybe I do. It's hard to say. It's nice in a game like Dark Souls because there's a start and an end. You know, you win when you hit the end, huzzah, all is well. Less easy to do with more open-ended games like this. Alright, it's too dark to do anything, and I do want to gain some... Oh god, what's the maximum time you can sleep in this? Is it 10 or 8 hours? I guess I'll try sleeping for 10. Let's eat our crisps to gain the calories. It'll make us thirsty otherwise. Probably a more dense thing than I'd like to be eating. I played Dark Souls as a punishment game once for 2 hours. I hated it. I'll never play it again. Dark Soul games are just not for me. Alright, let's try 10 hours and see what happens. Oh, well, I'll tell you what happened. The blizzard came back. We healed a ton, though, so I think we're still on regular interloper sleeping amounts. I'm going to pass 1 hour in here, and then I'm going to sleep for an hour, and then it should be bright enough to see. Ah, Sekiro was a rhythm game, and a really good one at that. Dark Souls is just no fun at all. Right, well, we're cold, but only barely, because sleeping made all of our clothes dry-ish. Were there any cupboards that we missed? That's a no-go. You've all been searched. There are no matches here. Wow, the severe lack of matches is cool. I like this a lot. My problem is if I find matches, we're done, right? So what I hope is that we find matches and there's only 3 inside the box. That would be so cool. Then you've really got to ration it out. Something I'm pretty strong at. I'm really good at rationing. Just in general. Okay, there's one room that I don't think I've squeezed dry. And that's you.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
No, Shepard. You are going to find that you actually don't need to eat anywhere near as much as you think you do in this run. Sometimes cabinets have matches in them. Sometimes they have nothing in them. This is great. So much nothing. That means when I find something, it's going to feel really good. Alright, well, let's go and find something. I'm going to give the shop another once-over, as well as the vehicles around it. It's morning, so it's bollocking cold right now. Ambient minus 28 when I'm inside this vehicle. That's scary. Anything in the bins? Anything around here? Looks like heavens no. You can already hear the cries of casuals saying that misery mode is too hard. I hope they are ignored. This is very clearly made for people that have squeezed interloper dry and broken it over their back. Or broken their back over the knee. Oh, almost missed some stump remover. That's all. Oh god, I missed you! Right! Thank god I didn't. Okay, that's a slight game changer for our situation right now. Sewing kit. Big win. We finally have something on our survival tools. There we go. And since I got the cloth earlier, I can make better hats and potentially better gloves, or at least repair some of the stuff that I do have. Alright, alright. Groovy, groovy. Nothing here. Let's get back to the hall and put that sewing kit to use.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
We're not warm in here, but we will be with that extra hat. I thought someone said it was at 10% condition. That would have been hilarious, but it's not. It's at 100% condition. It is simply that it weighs 0.1 kilos. So I'm napping just to warm up, not because I need to sleep. And then we're going to craft ourselves improvised head wrap. It's actually really good. 1 whole degree of warmth plus half a degree of wind chill resistance.
Can't feel my feet.
It's excellent. Do not underestimate the power of the improvised head wrap. It's a whole lot better than the ragged baseball cap we have as well. In fact, this thing, I would harvest it. In fact, I will harvest it. I'm going to make another one of those improvised hats so that I can be at least
Gotta eat soon.
positive temperature around here. Sounding a bit deranged there, Shepherd. Don't worry, you don't need the food. God, wouldn't that have been cool? Finding that sewing kit and it being 10% condition, it would already be half broken by now. We have to ask ourselves if it's worth repairing any of our clothes. The answer is a resounding maybe the fleece mittens, but it's not really worth it. It's not worth the time. Or is it? Nah, I'd only get 0.2 degrees out of it. It's not worth it. Still, though, it's nice to be net warm in here. Ugh, sucks to have to go to my inventory to check my weight. What is this? It's not a quality of life, that's for sure. Let us warm up here a touch more. What's that noise? Oh, hello. You have less stamina. Your carrying capacity is reduced. Sensing your vulnerability, wolves are less likely to flee in a struggle. Diminished form. How much less? We've lost 1/3 of our sprint meter, maybe 2/5. And our carrying capacity has dropped by 5 kilos. Hey! Alright, looks like that's what you get for surviving 1 day, because it has been 24 hours. Did your health bar drop? Only because I was starving. Nice day. Don't underestimate nice day. It's also clear, and clear means cold. The search for matches goes on. As soon as we have matches, we can make a fairly clean run down to Coastal Highway. And thanks to the clothes that we made... Wow, it's warmer in here than in the community center. What's up with that? Maybe it's a holdover from the story mode. Finally, some firewood. Not very useful, but notably been absent for some time. I don't need more salt. And since this isn't a proper run, we're not going to stockpile things. I'm going to save a proper run for once the quality of life mod is functional with it. And of course I have a run idea for it. Michelin Man still needs to be completed. Oh yeah, food is going to degrade really fast, and I don't have glorious cooking skill 5 to eat rotting food. So I should take care to leave stuff outside when need be. I don't need all this salt, especially when carry weight is diminished. What was that last thing I picked up? It was water purification tablets, which are of no use in a normal run, not a sausage. Find me a use for water purification tablets. I challenge you that. Cooking 5 doesn't cover raw meat if you don't find matches, and that would be funny. Is that the twist of the run? There are no matches. It's also possible that there were matches. It might have been in the barn that I neglected to go to at the start, opting to go for the farmhouse instead. Could be that I overlooked them. It's also possible. You're better condition than my existing t-shirt. I'll just drop the one that I have. Hacksaw would go a long way. Getting the books just for burnables, you know, living in hope that we can find some matches or anything that'll burn. Even a flare would work out. Jake, not seeing something? Never, says Andarius, who continues to refuse to do another A20 run on Slay the Spire. Oh, already checked you. Actually, I thought you were a front door, so maybe I truly can't see anything. Birch trees, birch bark. I'm not sure if birch bark ever spawns here, but there is a massive birch bark forest nearby. I should really check my... the things that I can cook, because they might have disabled birch bark tea in this mode, which would be pretty hardcore. I'll do that when I'm in a warm place, not when I'm sitting out freezing my pieces off. There's always this many burnt out houses, even on Interloper. Nada and nada, alright. God, protect me. Okay, it's barely warm in here. Candy bar. I did update the stream title, right? I recall saying I would, and I don't recall actually doing it. I'm gonna take the stack of papers and make them into tinder. You did, oh excellent. Right, so can we make birch bark tea? It's called prepared birch bark, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so birch bark tea is still around. Birch bark tea carries very hard in this game. Gives a lot of restoration, gives warming up bonus, gives cooking experience. It just keeps on giving. Holy book. Just throw it on the ground. I could steal some more books for burning, though, but, you know, no matches makes that a bit of a bum deal. Okay, okay. That house is all wrapped up.
Freezing.
Anything over here? I don't mind running around. No matches, no progression, though. We need matches badly. Matches or a fuel lantern. A fuel lantern would at least get us through the mine. I suppose really experienced people could get through that mine without using any sort of light. You could feel it out. But that's not me. I mean, I couldn't even get through Geodude Cave in Pokemon Gen 1 back in the day without flash. Not great at orienteering me. Far from it. Take another stone. Pry bar! Now we can open up some of those locked lockers. Warmer in here than the church. You're meant to enjoy a congregation if you're freezing your bits off. Alright, well, this has been grim, and offers me limited choices here. It's going to be hard to progress without a source of fire. So where do we go from here?
Just gonna lay down for a bit.
Don't worry, Shepard, I'll let you lay down shortly. Once we have finished looking. Yeah, all those damn Zubats. Okay, I gotta think. Not my strong point, but I do have to. Lack of fire, lack of vision, severely distorting my way forward. So going through Cinder Hills is not much of an option. I could take the Winding River route over to... that just causes more problems. I was thinking Winding River over to Mystery Lake. Not sure I'd survive the trek through Winding River. Can't remember if there's a cave. Yeah, there's a cave that takes you through there anyway. So what are my alternatives? Timberwolf Mountain. I really got no source of ignition? None at all? Guess it's Timberwolf Mountain. There's also taking the far less path north and south Keeper Pass. Not a great idea. Very open, very exposed. I'll freeze to death along the way. Seems like everywhere I go, freezing to death is the theme of it all. There are guaranteed matches in Timberwolf Mountain, although we can't take that for granted anymore. There's also a prepper's cache. I can hear the wind picking up outside, I think. Either that or it's my fan blowing in my ear. Alright, we are going to go and check out the barn that I neglected at the start. Pray for matches. And then we are going to head on up to the plane crash, grab clothes, maybe take a nap in the prepper cache, and then head up to Timberwolf Mountain. We need matches. If we find matches at any point, we turn around and go through Cinder Hills, because it's much more desirable to be in Coastal Highway than in Timberwolf Mountain, not least of all because of the appendix nature of Timberwolf Mountain. Are we going to eat any of this reasonably? I plan on doing a lot of running. I think I'll eat one cattail stalk, drink, and sleep for 2 hours. Two hours of being 5 degrees warm will surely work wonders for Shepard. Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, that is not happening. No, I would die heading out like that. But if I don't move, I don't make progress. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. You'd be fine in the mine. Too dark. Too dark in the mine. No way to light it up. Alright, we're gonna move, even if it's nighttime, as soon as this blizzard is over. Now you're starving, Shepard, but I will not feed you. Push for the Ash Canyon backpack? Well, again, I don't have a way of lighting up. I need to light up the gold mine. Did it pass? Sounded quieter there. Well, it's still horrible, but we're getting moving. We have little choice. At least we can see. Grab all the sticks. It's just our way of saying that we believe there'll be a day that we can start a fire. Oh yeah, there's a lot of surely there's matches talk going on. Surely there's matches in that shop. Surely there's matches inside the farmhouse. Surely there's matches inside the communal area. So far we've found none. I really hope that's a setting that's on here and not that I'm just getting unlucky or I'm doing my usual stint of not noticing things in broad daylight under my nose. Really hope. Yeah, Shepard can't rub sticks together to start a fire, and in Shepard's defense, neither can I. I can start a fire pretty well if I have some tinder and a map, but I couldn't just rub 2 sticks together.
Can't feel my hands.
You mean after all this time? This is a brand new Shepard. He just landed here yesterday. The storm took out his... Is that the moose? I see giant things on its head, so I think that is the moose.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Grab the stick, Shepard. Come on. I'm going to take lower route in the hopes that I can spy some cattails. I see a significant lack of cattails. That's kind of like cattails. Has it in the name. I'll take another stone. Normally I only like to carry 1 or 2, but... Alright, come on. Something around here. Matkas. Kind of bring me back to playing Interloper all that time ago when I was starting out with this. Even a flare. Even a flare. Although matches are so much better than a flare. 12 times better than a flare. I can start 12 matches, 12 fires with a set of matches. Only a limited amount of time can I make fires out of a flare, although it can be done. You can even light a torch in your hand off of a flare. Don't worry about the wolf. I mean, I don't. Bye-bye, wolf. Doors are safe. Okay, oh god, we're cold in here. Oh god, we're cold and it's going to be dark if I rest. Right, I need to very quickly search for matches whilst it's still light and then jump into that vehicle to warm up a bit. I don't like the damage, so let's just jump in regardless. There we go, it's marginally warm inside here. Right, yeah, it's going to get dark, but I need to not be so cold right now, so let's just pass a little bit of time to warm up a fraction, so that when we search we're not actively taking damage. Search this place quickly, and then get in that vehicle to warm up, and then start worrying, especially if we come out of here with no matches. No matches, no hope. No ignition, no hope. How about a stim?
That'll come in handy.
How about a stim? Come on, very rare Mackinaw spawn. Nope. How about nothing inside lockers forever? Academic risk is gone, but it's about to come back very soon. How about now? Alright, finish the search.
So cold in my life.
A lump of coal that we can't burn with no fire. You also can't start a fire with coal. You must have sticks, or a book, or something. You cannot start with coal. Coal can only be added to a fire. This is grim as grim can be. What are we gonna do? Options are few. Well, let's get in here and... I don't know. Drink this Summit soda and take a quick nap. They looked at the locker loot chance and went, you know what, that's too high. You're going to reboot Single Region Survivor from Misery Mode. I intend on doing Single Region Survivor and finishing it off. Should we just go out now? It's already dark. God, how do I even leave this place? I can't see the exit. But I'm going to wait until the DLC is finished before I go back into my Single Region Survivors. I'm trying to think what I do from here. If I go north, there is a Draft Dodger cabin. It's going to be cold and dark getting there. Not even sure I'll find it. Rough spawn, though. Well, we knew it would be a rough spawn. I'm going to sleep even more because it could be a long journey with a lot of running needed to be done. Alright, now for the difficult part. How do I leave this place?
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Alright, we have some kind of window here. I don't know where the window is with relation to anything else in this building. Another kind of window over there. There's a door around here somewhere. A drawer. If there's a drawer here... A metal shelf here... There we go, here's the exit. Should have memorized the layout. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have stayed in my head. Alright, well, what we have going for us is that it's very clear. Now let's move. Make our way towards Timberwolf Mountain. There'll be a downed plane with a lot of clothes supplies. Well, normally. Bets are off on what we find this time. It's miserably cold. It feels like minus 24. Our stomach is empty and our hands are full. Did I already check for matches here? Well, I'm checking again. Crate contains nothing. Warm yourself up with nothing, shepherd. Big birch bark forest here. Tempting to grab some birch bark, but it's completely useless without some fire. Not completely. Birch bark can be used as tinder, but that is the very last thing you'd ever want to do with birch bark. Birch bark's just so powerful. Maybe I can just skirt the edge and grab a couple. If I do find a source of fire, at least a little drink of birch bark will go a long way for poor Commander Shepherd. Come on, just a little sniffle of it. Birch bark? Oh man, what if the fun balance thing is that the birch bark doesn't spawn? You know, you can make birch bark tea, but you never find any. That was meant to be a joke. It's what I'm seeing here.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Oh, thank God. Birch, that'll do. This, I believe, is the single biggest birch bark area in the game. Very thick, dense birch forest.
So cold.
I don't remember if I single region survived Pleasant Valley. I probably did, but let's not pretend I remember the layout very well. Well, I know the gist of it, but that doesn't mean, for example, I can find Draft Dodger's cabin in a situation like this. I hope it's warm, because we're not. Yeah, it would have been... If they wanted to remove birch bark healing, the clever thing would be just to remove the recipe. At least then you could still burn the birch bark if the need arises. I come along here and take any natural right that I can, and if there's a Draft Dodger cabin along the way, then all the better. So it's starting to snow, so my clothes will get wet and heavier and colder. If they completely soak through, they will no longer guard you from frostbite risk. Would you buy birch bark tea that you get on Etsy? Oh gosh, this is going to do horrible things to visibility at this rate. That is not a Draft Dodger cabin. It's the remains of what once was, but oh gosh, my visibility is plummeting now. This is bad. Now that turned from a lovely clear night into a disaster in seconds. Okay, might just die out here. We are freezing cold, we are hungry. At least we're not tired, and thirst doesn't really matter much at this point. Who indeed turned off the moon? Is Draft Dodger cabin around here? I cannot for the life of me remember. There's a burnt out cabin down there, but I don't think I'm going to be finding matches there. Oh well, blindly hope, Shepherd. I think up here is a path towards the busted plain, but there's no real shelter up here. But I think I'd rather take a path I know, rather than blindly wander hoping to find Draft Dodger's cabin. If I do find Draft Dodger, I'd just be sleeping there till morning, and that only delays my problems. Let's see, minus 23. We won't be warm at the back of the cave either, unfortunately. There is a cave up here. If I had a fire, I'd happily start a fire in the back of the cave to warm up. I don't think that's going to solve any of my problems. Hey, maybe there are matches in the cave. Wouldn't that be something? Maybe there are no matches at all in your spawn location, forcing you to get moving. But surely they wouldn't do something as binary as that, because then you just know what you have to do from the get-go. Even if it is something unpleasant. It's the not knowing that hurts. Don't worry, I know where I am. If I turn left coming through here, I will meet a cave. Also, there are wolves up here. So this cave is unlikely to be warm enough for me to survive in. Oh, just barely. It is so close to being warm enough for me. If I just had a little bit of extra temperature, I would be warm in here. But I don't, so too bad. Also, the temperature will continue to come down. That hypothermic risk is putting me in a stranglehold right now. Catch-22, matches in the cave. Need a light to see them, which you can't get without matches. Precisely. Right, I think the only sensible thing to do here is to make my way into the Prepper's Cache. Warm up, sleep up, and hopefully see the stuff in the light of day. That means finding the Prepper Cache. Do I remember where the Prepper Cache is? Absolutely not. I think if I come out here and take a left, it's somewhere along the way to the left. But that's not going to be trivial to find. Not in these conditions.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't.
I see Nemesis is on the prowl. He's after STARS members. Somewhere around here. The bear is actually a boon. The bear means that if any wolves come close to me, I can run towards the bear. The bear will spook the wolves. Of course, then I have a bear to deal with, but... the bear is actually the lesser of evils when compared to wolves. If I'm not warm in this Prepper Cache, I'm in deep doo-doo. I think it's along here and to the left. And it's okay, you can say, Jake, I really admire your ability to find your way in this dark, snowy, bleak situation under stress. Doesn't make you any less of a man to admit that. Oh, thank God it's warm in here. It's a balmy 1 degree. Now let's just feel our way around for the bed. Since I don't expect there to be any supplies in an abandoned cache. Alright. Get those go-go gadget hands out, Shepard. Do you spy a bed? You spy a cardboard box. Well, good job, Shepard. Climb in. Still cardboard box, Shepard. We need bed. B-E-D. Back in civilization times, it's what people would go in, close their eyes, and travel through time in. Tell me there's a bed in here. Well, it's not really a bed. There should be a bunch of... Oh, here we go. Bed. Excellent. Right, Shepard, time to eat up. Hopefully stuff that doesn't make you sick. Can't eat raw potatoes. But I can eat... oh god, I gotta eat cattails one at a time, because no wonderful mod for it. Anyone know at what level carrots give food poisoning? I'm going to take a risk on 62%. Good, we're fine. How many calories in my stomach? 817, that should be enough. Navigating woods at night is impossible. This is clear hacking. That's more like it. Alright, let's grab our 10 hours of sleep. If nothing else, it's a lot of condition to regain. Lovely jubbly. It wasn't 10 hours of sleep, though, was it? But it is morning out, at least, so we got that going for us. Morning means we can see. Means we get very cold, but I'm in desperate need for matches. I think what I'll do is I will loot the plane crash. As much as I can. I'll probably get cold and take more damage, but, you know, whatever. And then our hand is forced. We've got to go to Timberwolf Mountain. And let's be clear, I do not want to go to Timberwolf Mountain. It's a pretty great place for a lot of things, but it's a great place to be once you have decent clothes, good tools, no imminent risk of death. At least a box of freaking matches, but we don't have these things. So it's going to be a less than great place for us. I wonder if I can get back up that way. It would be a bit of a shortcut. Not sure if I want to try, though. Alright, dead animal. Can't use it, though. Because it's frozen. We'd need a hacksaw to use it, or a fire to defrost it. I've never known there to be matches in the downed plane. There's plain food if you're not playing on Interloper, but I suppose Interloper's not the benchmark anymore, is it? It's misery mode, so if you're not playing on misery, it's probably not there. I think I can hear some ptarmigans. Not. Oh, matches! Oh, yeah! Baby, yeah! Now we have some difficult decisions to make. Do we continue on to Timberwolf Mountain, or do we double back to Coastal Highway? The answer is almost assuredly Coastal Highway. Oh yeah! We ain't dying in the snow tonight. Well, let's not count our chickens just yet, shall we? Ooh, an ear wrap. That's pretty good. Oh, it's frozen! I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but that's still funny to me.
Looks like I survived another night.
I don't sound too cocky about it. Right, the annoying thing is I'm constantly taking damage searching all of this. Really don't have to. I wonder how quickly the debuffs stack up. I'm also searching between the seats. Sometimes there's something. This time it looks like there is not. Alright, check that luggage, Shepherd. We need some good clothes. It feels like minus 36, so they need to be very good clothes. That wasn't even worth picking up. Not going to bother triaging it just yet. It's going to cost me... Oh, hello, that's good. Actually, it's worse than what I have. I need to repair that, though. It's very good warmth. Even into the late game, I wear one of those. Or rather, into the end game, I wear one of those. They're that good. One on the inside with an aviator cap on the outside, and you're good as gold. At least in terms of head warmth. No need, in my humble opinion, to wear a... Oh god, I'm weighed down already? What the heck have I been picking up that's weighing me down? Let's get rid of that risk a little bit. Maybe all these potatoes. All these socks. All these sticks. Alright, I'm gonna nip back into the prepper cache just to warm up, sleep another couple of hours. And then, yeah, we're heading our way over to Coastal Highway. Again, this has not been a completely thorough search. I have to be very quick. Because we're taking a ton of damage, as you can see down here. And the last thing we want is to go full hypothermic. Right, can I get up and over here? It'd be a lovely shortcut. Too lovely for words. Do I take the long way around then? I think so. I don't want to risk it. If I go down there and I find that I cannot get into the prepper cache that way, then I'm just hurting myself. Check off the matches, Jake, please. There you go. Not saying I was leaving it unchecked just to annoy some people. Oh god, that's way too dangerously close to the bear. Let's go anyway. I fear that we have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Please leave, bear. Please leave. Please leave! Out freaking smarted, you loser! So what I did there was I circled around the tree in order to build up stamina, because I didn't need to run around the tree. Then when I had enough stamina, I ran up to just put a ledge between me and him, and that put him in his place. Alright, see this thing? I really want it repaired. Good job, Shep. And now it gives good temperature boost. What about you? You will slightly unfreeze with me down here. Nice bear dance. Well done, says Dougals. Oh yeah, raking in the well-deserved, long-overdue compliments today. Alright, what about now? That is dangerous to eat. Very dangerous indeed. Let's instead drink you and sleep for 2 hours. Pathetic lack of warmth in here, but there's not much we can do. That dance was so good that even Ivan the Handsome decided to join the collective. Right. I've got plenty of potatoes, and now I can cook up potatoes. What do we do now? We're going down to the farmhouse. Maybe not even farmhouse. Well, we're going down in general. Where we end up with, or where we end up at, we'll figure out as we go, but I need to make some distance here. I would love to visit the birch bark forest now, actually. Now that we have fire, a billion loads of birch bark will see us through some of the worst the game has to offer. Actually, there's a 6-hob stove both at the farmhouse and at the communal area. The communal area is now the better place to go. Also, with the pry bar, I can open up the locked lockers inside the shop. There was 1 or 2 that I missed, right?
Can't feel my feet.
I hate not seeing my weight right now. We are... Okay, 1 stick away from being overburdened, so let's not pick up 1 stick. Nice to be able to see again.
Goddamn freezing.
Shut your mouth, Shepherd. Consider what you've survived and feel good about the situation. Looks like there's interloper level natural supplies. You can tell by all 3 of the saplings over there being unmolested, and all 3 of these rose hips being similarly well treated. Screwed, a little bit of sprain risk won't hurt. Could even start a fire next to one of these things and eat them, but no. It's more important to get some good distance done. Early game, just survive as much as you need to. It is more important to make progress. Specifically, getting those tools in the top left, as many of those as possible. For example, this would take forever by hand, even if I did warm it up, but if I had a hacksaw, suddenly eating up animals becomes a much more viable thing to do. That box of matches did have 12 matches in it, right? Could you imagine if it didn't? I can imagine that it didn't, that's what's scaring me. Birch bark, a little bit'll do, I guess. Right, come on, we gotta move here. Taking a ton of damage, shouldn't worry about it too much. I kind of have the food to regain my energy, because I'm probably going to be spending the night over in the communal area. That's a birch bark forest over there. Where's my reticule? Oh well, it's over there. Tempting, very tempting. Extremely tempting. Have to make some swift decisions here whilst I'm freezing my butt off. I'm now below half health. Gotta be very careful. If I run into a wolf in a situation like this, I have no way of dealing with it. It's not going to be scared by a match. cresting hills like this is always very dangerous to do. Alright, come on, get moving. Barn's over there, get in the barn and warm up. But the birch bark is all over there. Alright, barn to warm up, birch bark, back to barn to warm up, over to communal center, live. Grab some torches out of the stove, and then we can use that to make our way out of Unpleasant Valley. How many matches are in the box? There better have been 12. 12. Alright, so far so not bad. The run looked a bit hairy early on, but... Come on, this is me we're talking about. God's gift to gaming, I'll have you know. God foresaw a great void in gaming skill and decided to bring me down into Earth to deliver us from such casualization. It's not so much one man can do, though. God's sake, Shepherd, come on! You're freezing! Barn doors are safe. Not those barn doors, though. Alright, we're not warm in here unless that hat did a really good job. It didn't. So get inside here. Now we're warm. Okay. Phew. You have earned yourself this granola bar. But not all of this granola bar. Alright, how warm is it in here? Feels like 4 degrees, but when we sleep it's going to feel like 7 degrees. So yeah, 2 hours of sleep, please. When did the title God's Gift to Gaming originate? I don't know, it came into my head one time years ago and I just used it rather flippantly. I mean, I am very good at games in general, but God's Gift might be stretching it a bit, even for me. I think I actually want another hour of sleep. I want to be as warm as possible. Lead a gaming jihad across the gaming universe. IGN doesn't deserve that, surely. Well, maybe. Can't spell ignorant without. They told me to stop saying that at Paradox. Jake, we have interviews with these people. Please stop saying can't spell ignorant without IGN. I'm gonna drop some food delicious here. Just to lighten my load, because I know I'm going to be coming back in here on the way back regardless. Very unbelievably cold out here. Right, we gotta be fast then. Wind is also against us, unfortunately. Maybe I should have dumped all my burnables, but oh well. Might need those if I get caught in a very bad situation and I need to knuckle down and make a fire. Although this is pretty much the worst situation to be considering that. Oh my god. Misery. Pleasant Valley is not a pleasant place to be. Don't let the name fool you. The temperature and the weather are terrible, and it's such a large open area that you can easily get caught out. You can be right next to the shelter that you want to be in and still not find it because visibility goes to a few feet. Can't see the snot dangling off your own nose in some situations here. This is still pretty bad, though.
My fingers feel numb.
I know, Shepherd. Come on. Just pick up enough birch bark to make it worth your while. Although that requires finding some birch bark. Plenty of sticks, but that's not what I'm here for.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
You can lay down all you want when we get to the community area with a bucket load of birch bark. Now get shoveling, Shepherd. See birch bark, grab birch bark. Every 2 birch bark is 1 cup of tea. 1 cup of tea is 5 health. Restored over the course of 2 in-game hours. In addition to that, it's calories, it's cooking experience. You can't fail making it. Birch bark really is, I don't know, God's gift to survivors in Long Dark. Some mad people turn off birch bark. I wouldn't mind disabling the healing ability of birch bark, but I want to still be able to make it because it's still a nice warming up bonus, calorie renewable thing. I like having it around. But people can tailor the game to their best desires. Believe it or not, I don't just play this game for the hardest mode around. I do like to enjoy playing the game. This is actually getting very dangerous. Look at my poor little health there. A wolf would kill me. Wouldn't even pose a threat to itself. Okay, this is alright on the birch bark, but I was hoping for more. I dared to hope. Having my fan blow on me during this is a really nice touch. Alright, that's good. I see more. I see quite a lot more even. 1, I saw 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I really gotta double back now. My health is getting outrageously low. As in, I am outraged. Lonely Homestead, do we dare to check? Some dead bodies. Could be anything on them. Could even be matches. No, don't check that body twice. Bet that earmuff on mine is freezing even more right now. That's a stick, not birch bark. Oh, but behind it, that's birch bark, not a stick. Okay, okay. This is acceptable. Very acceptable, even. I didn't keep count of the amount of birch bark I picked up, but it's enough to keep poor Shepherd on his legs a little longer. Which is good, because the damage I took grabbing this birch bark. Well, he's surely eclipsed by the birch bark. Bear prints. Bear paw prints. Be aware that Lord Barrington is on the prowl. Over in that direction. Okay. Oh, well, perhaps over in that direction. I should be able to get around him. I'm still a little closer than I'd like to be, though, and not forget it. Don't take the risk. I think I'm in a position where Barrington would just kill me. Although, can I get back up from here? Uh-oh. Nah, we're fine. Fine. Just get moving, Shepherd. You're about to die. The bear cannot hunt deer for you, just wolves. Only wolves can do the hunting of deer for you. Alright, we get in there, we rest up a little bit, and then we get back to the communal area, where we heal up considerably, hopefully. We're going to eat birch bark. We're going to drink birch bark tea, we're going to eat food aplenty, we're going to go through Cinder Hills out to Conset and sleep there as well. 2 good nights of sleep, coupled with plenty of birch bark, should keep us in a very good stead. And we have a pot, so we can make plenty of water. If we hadn't found that pot... I thought that was a set of matches on the front there. If we hadn't found the pot, we'd be in a very bad space for making water. And that's not where we want to be. We don't want to be in bad spaces at all. Eat the rest of that granola bar. Yum, 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 yum. Drink up that water. Wow, low on water. Oh, but I ditched the water, didn't I? Oh, no sense worrying. This is a new update for the DLC. The DLC is in practice, just in early access. I think I might make some birch bark right now. Just to warm up on my way back. So I don't get too cold on the way back. I think that's a good idea, actually. Let me check the... Oh, this is all my stuff. Yeah, I think I will use one of my matches. Hopefully just one of my matches. I do have a book for fire starting here.
Never thought
Got
I'd be
birch
dying
bark.
from starvation.
Alright, here's how it goes, Shepherd. Eat something first, will you? I don't want to hear your complaints all the time. And I want you to make birch bark. 6 should do for now. And then we're actually going to start a wee fire here. Use the cattail, actually use the tinder plug, use the book. 80% chance of fire starting. Don't let me down, matches. 1 in 5 chance of wasting one of my 12 precious little wooden sticks of life. I'll see if I can carry the fire over to Pleasant Valley to spare it. I'm just not used to carrying torches with me now. Alright, there we go, that's something. Good thing I bought all these sticks. I'll be liquidating them down, so it's fine to just throw it all in like that. And now I want to prepare my birch bark. What's your problem here? There we go. And hey, I could make porridge as well. Prepare some more birch bark, please. Is this thing actively melting on me or not? Looks like it is. In my experience, they do better when they're melting next to it on the ground like that. I'm going to be overburdened, but I guess that's okay. I'll warm up, drink my birch bark, and go with as many torches as I can. Although, again, not happy with how overburdened I'm going to be like that. Maybe I should sleep for an hour just to get my way over there. But I want to sleep for a long time when I'm over there. So no, we are just going to, even if we have to relatively slowly walk, we're going to walk over there. The difference will be if there is a blizzard. I will not do it if there's a blizzard. Why does this feel different? Was this interface changed in the Von Dougals mod? Definitely feels different somehow. I feel like this whole region is a bad place in general. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it's a pretty terrible place to set up base long term. There's no beach combing. I don't think you can fish on the river, although I'm not entirely sure. Its position isn't terrible, but it's not good either. Pleasant Valley might seem central, but really, you've got this appendix next to you, and you've got to go through the Cinder Hills to get to Coastal, and then Ravine to Mystery Lake. Although Winding River to Mystery Lake, just Mystery Lake is better. So much better. I'm just going to drink you straight away for the warming up bonus. I guess I'll wear you, and now it's time to do something I haven't done in quite some time, and that is liquidate a fire into torches. I sort of need so many of them. I really just want the good torches. But I'll carry the torch with me both for safety and the temperature bonus. But again, if there's a blizzard out there, that changes everything. It sounds like there's a blizzard out there. Alright, get some half-decent torches here. We'll want them for going through Cinder Hills anyway. Yeah, torches that you pull from a fire are randomly between 20 and 50% condition. And it feels like it's weighted towards being worse rather than better. Alright, there we go. In these kinds of situations, I do like to use my crappy torch. Oh, crumbs! If I want the crappiest torch, I gotta select it from menu. I can't use glorious Von Dougal quality of life mod. Oh boy, that's gonna sting, isn't it? Right, let's hope it's not a blizzard. It's a blizzard. Okay. Okay. In that case, just do what we would have otherwise done, but in a worse situation. Which includes cooking up some of this food. Get these crappy, lower condition potatoes done. Takes a while to cook you though, huh? Alright, alright. I wonder if they made just blizzards insanely common on this mode, because that's rather unpleasant what we're seeing right now. Right, so what are we eating here? Potatoes. I'd have a tin opener to open up my pinnacle peaches. I could make some porridge. Do want some calories in my belly, but the porridge, you know, these oats aren't going off anytime soon, and they'll cook up pretty well as well. Just living in a barn instead of a luxurious community centre. Now, it just means I need to pass the night here. That's no big deal, I'd just rather not. Diminished form. Restore condition is still desirable here, though. So let's spend our time preparing.
Damn it. So hungry.
I know, Shepard. It's pretty bad. But I won't let you eat until it's nighttime, I think. You just... I don't know, he's really banged up. But I don't know how many calories I'm going to be finding down the line, so I think he's just going to have to live with being banged up. It's going to be a lot of birch bark to maintain some health, though. Alright, well, one lovely cooked potato in good condition. Do I want another delicious cooked potato? How many calories are in a cooked potato? 250. That's not a lot, but I will still cook up another one of my potatoes. Oh, this shows what it'll be at the end, doesn't it? Alright, cook that potato up as well. 48 minutes, 7 minutes. It's alright, I'll eat 3 potatoes tonight then. These 3 will do me just fine. And then otherwise I'll make additional water. Can't go wrong with more water. 40 minutes, 16 minutes. Prepare some more rose hips. 1200 apparently. That must be some big potatoes. Keep on going. 23 minutes, 2 minutes till melted. Make some more birch bark. Make all of the birch bark, really. Then I don't accidentally use it for tinder. 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, that looks good-ish. Restore condition is almost gone, and I really want to restore a lot of condition, so I will drink the other birch bark as well. And then we go to sleep for 10 hours, and then we make our way out of here. Yoink, yoink. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes. Yoink, yoink. And where are you? There we go. Alright, so sitting in here, barely staying warm. Once that fire goes out, we nosh down on our lovely cooked potatoes. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. That's 500 calories. And then some birch bark for another 100 calories, taking us to 600. And then... eat that cattail. And drink all that water. Moderate vitamin C on a potato. Compared to your other sources, it's quite good. Right, hang on, where's my sleep option? There you are. 10 hours of sleep, please. And hopefully our health looks a whole lot better. Oh, much better. Ah, I'd forgotten what it's like to actually restore health in these kinds of situations. Alright, now, where are we?
Never been so hungry in my life.
Can we find our way out, please? Also, in the interest of continuing to regain health, we're going to drink another birch bark. Hang on, this is the vehicle. Where do we go from here? How do we leave? We've got this window, sure. Sure, if I just follow the wall left of the window, we'll find a way to leave. I could have just passed time inside of the... Well, I can't see a damn thing. Let's just not waste any light or any ignition. Let's just pass a bit of time. And then go, wow, we still can't see. I don't see you streaming this late that often. It's not that late. Oh, I was on the wrong side of the vehicle. No wonder I was getting lost. See, it's such a simple way to get to the door, but if you truly can't see, it's a nightmare.
Can you eat trees?
You can't, Shepherd. Trying to get my bearings here. Let's go this direction. I want to get back to the community area. I want to open up those locked lockers. What the hell? This feels like minus 55. Look at that circle of warmth in the bottom left. Just evaporate. I'm glad I didn't walk this out now. Last night.
Too cold to think.
For once, I don't blame you, Shepherd. Your moaning is on point. This is unfairly cold. 55 below. Under these clothes. Now, they're not great clothes, but we're not naked here.
I'd better find some water.
How about some shelter first, Shepherd? I'm gonna get some shelter, warm up, probably wait until it's a more reasonable hour of day. And then we're heading out. Yeah, I wonder what the quote from Hinterland was about survival in this. They said rather than hundreds of days, you'll be surviving for maybe a few dozen. Well, we're on day 4. This was not intended, and still is not intended, to be a proper run on misery mode. We're just here to feel it out. I want to see what kind of debuffs it gives you, the situation at hand. So my gut feeling is that there is definitely a reduction in resources. I don't know if I've just gotten unlucky with the matches, or if they have really just curb stomped on the number of matches. I hope that they brought it down, because if it's just unluckiness, then this situation could have easily been emulated in Interloper. But I've never seen minus 55 in the start of the game, though. Alright, oh boy. Not my friends. I don't... Oh, I've got a pry bar. If they do jump me, I can pry bar them to death. I could go hunting. I could go hunting for a big fat stack of meat, but I'd never recommend that without a way to cut meat, which I don't have. Well, I thought they might have given all the wolves Poison Wolf AI on this setting, but they didn't. I'm not going to bother with that rabbit, heavens no. I will, however, jump into here, just to warm up a touch. Feels like 2 degrees. Good enough, I guess. I've already lost my, my regaining of condition. I do want to make my way all the way up to Cinder Hills today, though. Up and through Cinder Hills. Well, face it, we're just going to lose this warmth the moment we step outside, so just get moving, Shepherd. And it's already too cold to tolerate. I've already checked this building. Yes, okay. Well, at least I go through the building to somewhat spare the heat. Move it, move it, move it, move it, shit. Take the back door. Doors are safe. Ah, lovely. Now, do we start another fire here or not?
Where can I find something to eat?
Oh, quit worrying about that shepherd. You'll be fine. Here, I made a potato for you. Eat potato, sleep for 3 hours, and get moving. I don't think you can make a fire in Cinderhill Coal Mine. That might be a consideration. I don't think there's a place to start a fire in Cinderhill Coal Mine. I have a sweet potato on hand. God, I was meant to be cooking 3 hours ago. Where'd the time go? Well, I haven't got any more nasty things happening to me. We're about to starve, though. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking I will start a fire so that I can take a torch out with me and have some lovely warm teas. That is exactly what we'll do. Again, you've got to select your bleeding torch from the menu here, and you got to be careful when lighting a match and you don't screw up and waste the match for no good reason. Alright, the fuel, the cat, yeah, that all looks good. I prefer Femme Shep. I don't, Gelbug, I prefer Male Shepherd. Femme Shep feels like she's talking to you. Male Shep sounds like he's talking to himself. I could do without Femme Shep quipping to me about how much she likes to eat horses. What did Shepherd just say there?
That did it.
Said something like, come on, I gotta eat soon, right? Or did I make that up in my head? Go on the cedar wood for a bit. I'm okay on water. I'm not okay on birch bark, though. Get me some birch bark. Maybe even make some porridge while the going is good. Nah, cook these potatoes. They take forever. I got no particularly better use for them currently now, do I? And you never know, we might just find no more food going forward, so let's be ready to eat. Do I have anything else that I can cook on here? I'd have to smash open the peaches, which I'm not willing to do. I'd like to find a tin opener. Yeah, some of the lines get really tiring. I do not need to constantly hear Shepherd going on about drinking or urine. Well, maybe someone at Hinterland does. While these cook up, I should go and check the locked locker. I did leave a locked locker behind, right? I seem to recall doing so. The sardines cannot be cooked, and on top of that, they're a very dangerous food to eat, because if they're below 75%, they can give you food poisoning. And sardine food poisoning is nasty. Well, all food poisoning is nasty. You can deal with it, and it can even be good in some situations if you really need to sleep for a long time. But it would destroy my condition, and I don't have antibiotics for them. Although I suppose I now have a cup of tea that acts like antibiotics. Are we sure I didn't miss any matches around here? Just the match spawn seems suspiciously low. Alright, suspiciously low it stays. I could chug sardines whenever I found them when I had cooking skill 5, because that somehow applies to industrial food, even after you've found them. Yeah, normally that place would be better stocked. How's my... Hey, my ear wrap has actually been fixed. That's nice. I still don't think anything's worth fixing, but hey, those socks I found were actually better than the socks I was wearing. That is an increase in temperature so low it didn't even show up in the UI. Alright, so our desperate escape here is to grab this food and leave through Cinder Hills. In doing so, I want to have plenty of nice warm tea. Give me that potato. and cook me up some reishi. Give me that water and cook me up some rosehip. The lowered carry capacity is pretty nasty. 5 kilos when you only have 30 feels like a big impact. Because it is a big impact, I suppose. I want to push a little bit more out of this, so I'll add another stick or two onto the fire. 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. Give me that reishi tea and make me some more birch bark. This would actually be a use case for the thermos. I can't believe I'm saying that. Keep our teas nice and warm. Cooked potato, cooked potato, cooked potato. Man, that's some crispy looking skin on that potato. More birch bark, more better. Three minutes, 11 minutes, 16 minutes. Alright, here's how that goes down. I'm going to take you, I'm going to immediately drink the birch bark for the warming up bonus and the condition regain. And take you, you, and I hate this UI. You. There we go, just caught the fire before it went out. Let's move. We've got places to be. Unless, you know, blizzard or high wind is out here, in which case... And the wind is only -10 wind chill. Let's get moving. That cup of racial mushrooms is going to have to see me through, getting up to Cinder Hill. You know what would be really funny? If they changed the wolf behavior with this update. So that they don't get scared by fire. But no, I guess that would be too much. Wouldn't want to scare away your casual audience, Hinterland. I don't know why I'm being so scathing. I don't know. Mockery is just in the blood. The diminished condition means that my... Ah, here it is. Carrying capacity is reduced, you have less stamina, and the wolf struggles are harder. Although I have not put a number to the wolf struggles. Damn this UI. Boom. Carry that fire, Shepherd. And don't lose your way. The fire is mostly for protection right now. A single wolf encounter would be deadly. Not looking forward to testing out that misery debuff currently. Well, I said I wasn't keen on having parallel runs going, but I think I might actually do so.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
I think what I'm going to do is once we make our way over to probably Concept, I will put it down, and we will continue this run and just see how far we can get on our first ever misery mode run. No preparation. We don't know what comes our way. We don't know what things are still going to hit us. I suppose between now and the next session, you'll probably... Well, you'll definitely be able to just go and check online if you want to. I'm sure some other clever buggers have sussed it out. Do I want to drink another tea for a bit more warming up before I head on up there? I don't think so. I think we can make it up to Cinder Hills relatively okay like this. I've already been nibbled once in misery mode. How was it, Andarius? Was it pleasant? Or was it miserable? Just getting out of Pleasant Valley feels like such an achievement here. The spawn was pretty brutal. When I saw our spawn in Pleasant Valley, I thought, oh, come on, how hard could this be? But the match's austerity and the low amount of supplies was really something. I like it. That's what I'm playing this mode for, after all. No spoilers. Okay, fair enough. I don't think saying it was miserable would give the game away, but that is for you to decide, not I. Right, come on, come on. While we're at it, I am actually going to quickly grab this. If I do get nibbled and survive, I need, I think, 2 or 3 of those in order to craft an antibiotic patch. Well, a disinfecting patch. Otherwise you could use industrial era disinfectant. Alright. Good, we're warm. We're overly warm thanks to this, but that's okay. I don't anticipate coming back this way for a long time, much as it's good to get that backpack from Ash Canyon. I think it's more important to tool ourselves up with things for survival. Knife, bow, hatchet, finding a hacksaw. At least we travel light, so we're not wearing all these heavy clothes that you normally are at this point. Stim? Stim! See, I knew there's always a stim here. Quality tools could come in handy. A worn took. Probably not going to come in handy. Interesting bit of gating. You know, no fire, so you can't get through the through these. Oh god, Q doesn't drop anymore. Ah! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Why does escape keep doing that? Let me think. I'm in my menu. I press escape. Okay. Something strange is going on. I'm telling you. Really nice coal sound. Very authentic coal sound. I've handled a lot of coal in my days. Shoveling coal onto the fire to keep us warm back in the day. Shoveling coal from bags to bunkers and bags to other bags. Carrying big old bags of coal. Yeah, kinda glad I don't have to do that anymore. I like some manual exertion, but I prefer it when I'm the one choosing to do it. No, I didn't work in the mines, just I lived out in the middle of absolute nowhere in rural Scotland. And we burnt coal and kindling to stay warm. Is kindling an English word? Or is that something we just say in Scotland? I don't know, I don't talk to many other people who have to heat themselves up by burning things. Mines did you work in? The big old mines of Moray. That's just scrap metal. I think I'm carrying unnecessary scrap metal currently. This is a workbench that I have now been informed that you can use, even in pitch darkness here, as long as it's daytime outside.
Too much stuff to carry.
He's not wrong. We do have too much stuff. I need to deal with that soon. Kindling is an English word. Oh, good. Even though it does sound like a made-up Scottish word. Also good. Okay, so they didn't scunner with the amount of coal that we have available, but everything else around here is pretty miserly. It's okay. I'm a natural-born niggard. I will stretch these supplies if I have to, and it looks like I have to. Gotta make some decisions about what coal we leave behind. That's the thing. Use is closing the menu for me. Oh. Coal, more coal. Yeah, how heavy am I right now? I'm almost 10 kilos overweight, which is far too overweight. I'm not opposed to leaving behind a bunch of coal here, though, but I'd rather leave it behind in Conset if I can. It's just getting down to Conset with all this. You know what? Rather than leave it behind, I could just burn the coal if I need to warm up on my way to Conset. That sounds like an even better idea. A Nigard, Kellan, means a skinflint. Tight-fisted. A miser. And that, I'm quite sure, isn't a Scottish word. Oh, yeah! What misery! Someone explicitly tell me, where is the misery when you can just find a hacksaw? A hacksaw is number 2 on the list of things I really want at the start of a run. Number 1, matches. or fire striker. Number 2, hacksaw. Number 3 is probably sewing kit. Boy, that is so good. Now meat is on the menu. Normally meat takes too long to harvest by hand, but a hacksaw rips the time needed right down. I don't know how I can live with being this good. I'm not going to check over there. Oh, I guess I have to. Way overburdened though, really got to think about what to leave behind and what to take. I don't want to move this slowly going down to Conset, even though it's not a very long journey. I think I'll do it anyway, right? Just stop, make a fire if I have to, deliver the coal to Conset. Conset's not a good place to be holding out though. I don't know. I really don't know. I am far too overburdened here. No hammer though, so I can't go forging. I don't think the hammer ever spawns where I'm going over to Desolation Point, if indeed I was going there. Don't plan to. Plan on forging in... what's the name of the place again? Forlorn Muskeg if I can. Coal respawns in about 30 days. I've heard people say it comes back sooner, but... I think as the run goes on longer, it takes longer for the coal to respawn. But all you need to do is move the coal, and it still enables the coal to respawn. I definitely have too much. I need to think a bit. First of all, drink up. That'll save me some... Maybe drink some more birch bark. Yeah, go for it. Chug that birch bark. You can sleep for 10 hours in misery mode. They did not reduce that, at least not that I can tell. I don't mind being 5 kilos overweight, so... What are we at right now? We are 15 kilos overweight. That coal has got to go. That firewood has also got to go. That's far too heavy. That's a lot of coal to leave behind, huh? You know what?
Too heavy.
I'll move about 10 kilos overweight, and I will make fire if I have to using it. Hopefully it's not windy and blowing my fire out immediately. The fire will keep me safe and... Ooh, tell you what, it's actually quite nice. You know what, maybe I will take all that... No, there's no need. There's no need. I can just remember that there's a butt ton of coal over there. Surely I will remember and not forget. I would have started a fire in there if possible, but it's not possible to start a fire in mines. You can do it in caves, but not in mines. So onwards to Conset we go, my beloved Conset. Wolves in the way? Wolves, not a problem. Not for the man with fire, and that's what Shepherd is. Shepherd is the man with the fire. Get out of here. Chaining these Bondoogles must be spitting venom at this. He goes back to chaining torches, pulling torches out of fireplaces. How could he? Well, actually, I really struggled to think how that would have been feasible without being able to pull torches. There was no fuel with which to make a torch, no lantern. I would have been forced to go over to Timberwolf Valley. Oh, cripes almighty. Hold on, hold on. They are still here. Maybe I want to get down. It's getting cold, though.
I might have to drop some gear.
No, you'll be fine, Shepherd. I dictate it so. I'm getting a bit cold, though. Not thrilled about that. What do we have here? Lydia Sylvie, continuing the selfless sprint of Nanny Sylve. Okay, what? Could stop here and warm up. Will likely stop here and warm up. If nothing else, I'll check for supplies. the most useless rope imaginable. You can just walk around and not have to climb it.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Sure, the thought crossed your mind, Shepard. Hang on, there are 2 of these. Huh. Are you watching the Euros? Nope. But a lot of Hungarians are, at least around here. Well, Eastern Euros need to do something for fun. Ooh!
I think I can use this.
Believe it or not, I hadn't found any painkillers yet, so I'm actually happy to have some. I don't want to sleep because I'll lose my fire, but I do want to sleep because I'll stop being so arse-numbingly cold. Hello! They might be ragged, but they're better than these. It's weighing me down, though. Weighing me down to something brutal. It's so cold.
Heavy.
It's so cold, even this early on. I know it's Interloper or Misery, but it's still unsportingly cold.
Freezing.
I'm thinking about giving up this torch, just to sleep here and warm up a bit. A single rose hip. Useless. Yeah, I'm gonna give up this torch. Don't need spray paint. I'm gonna take a wee nap here to warm up, and probably also fix my shoes. By that I mean harvest you. Wait, an hour and 12? I was keen on fixing these work boots, but that's a lot of time to demand of me. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow? Do I have enough anything to survive in concept for a day? Yes, I do, because I have the hacksaw. I can now hunt. Yeah, yes I do. Alright, that being the case, we don't need to make it down to concept. We can just rest here for the night, so I'm going to resave the game. Entering and exiting an area forces the game to save. And that'll be it for today's Misery mode. We're going to continue this and just see how miserable it truly gets. I know. Jake, when are you going to stop playing The Long Dark on this channel and start playing other games? I'm sure I will eventually. There's still a couple sessions left of the cooking run, and I really want to see how far this goes. Feels good doing so far in our first run of it, though. I expected it to be harder. More miserable. Okay, but that's it from me for now. I should really get around to cooking my dinner, which I was meant to do hours ago, so until I'm back with my regularly scheduled streams, some Caesar 3 and some DDR on Wednesday. Yeah, that sounds about right. So cheers and cheerio.